I'll give you a good example. Perfect example. I own a company called startvirtual.com. I've owned this company for 5-6 years. This company is at some point has done $8-9 million a year in revenue. I'm selling the business right now. Why? The company is a virtual assistant company. A virtual assistant costs $1,200 a month, $1,300 a month, managed by another virtual assistant. That's a good, great price. There is AI now called Prop.ai, great, amazing company, Prop.ai, that does the work of 5 of my virtual assistants for half the price. So what's happening right now is technology is replacing 5 people with a computer. Now, somebody had to develop that, but guess how big the staff is at Prop.ai?
A few people.
It's 2 people. The staff at Start Virtual is 700 people. 700 people are going to lose their jobs because 2 people came in and used AI. Great. I would love for somebody to show me where these new jobs are going to be created. People, did you guys see what happened with Steve Jobs? Or I'm not Steve Jobs, but Jeff Bezos yesterday. He made an announcement saying that he will no longer be hiring software engineers. So when people say, "Oh, well, people are going to need more software engineers because of AI," no, they don't. We do not need more software engineers if the AI is writing the software.
Exactly. I just created a software and I have never learned to code in my entire life, and I just used ChatGPT.
This is what's so interesting to me is that people believe that this is people. Oh, people have been saying this since the 80s. Okay, great. The difference was y'all still were not trimming your pubes back then. We are. Things have changed, my friends. Okay, sorry to make a joke, but the world is nothing like it was in the 80s. Nothing like it was in the 80s. Nothing. It is so dramatically different. And also, look at the state of the rental market. Look at what's the average rent rate right now in the United States. Look that up for me. Okay, it's always some old guy that's a blue collar worker that fights with me on this. Always. What's the average rent rate today? Okay, check this out. This one's scary. So this is a fact. Forget about any of the AI stuff for a second, okay? By the way, there it is. The average rent in the United States right now is $1,562 per month. Here's how bad this is getting. Okay, $1,556. 2-bedroom, 1 bath can average $1,800 a month. Amazing. Cool, check this out. Dozen eggs 4 years ago, what was the average dozen of eggs?
I remember buying them for like 99 cents.
There's $1.50 is the average for a dozen eggs. Okay, there's high-end brands, low-end brands, but you're right. 99 cents you get a dozen eggs. $1.50. What is it now? The average is $4. It's gone up 2.5 times. 2.5 times. What was the average income 4 years ago when eggs were $1.50? The average household income
like
was
30 household. I don't know, individual probably like 30, 35.
Average household income was $65,000. What's the average household income now 4 years later?
Same.
72,000. So it's gone up 12%, 13%, yet everything else is nearly doubled. Guys, affordability has never been lower. Forget about the 80s and the 90s, guys. You guys could buy in the 80s and 90s a car for $400 that was brand new off the lot. It's not the same. It is not the same. Adjust everything for inflation and compare what somebody has to make today to buy the average home. Adjust for inflation. You have to today make 5 times more than your parents did in 1990 in order to afford the same house, adjusted for inflation. 5 times more. So this whole thing of like, oh, people have been saying it since the 80s. Yeah. Things have changed. It's not even remotely the same. So my point of saying this is you got to take action. You've got to get into real estate. You've got to do something other than having your 9-to-5 job. You have to have a side hustle. You have to be one of those people who wake up after your 9-to-5 job and go, I'm going to go make some extra money. Because it doesn't matter what you think and what I think. First off, you're wrong. I'm right. And I do have the big microphone. So sadly, you lose. But the reason I'm right is because whether you believe me or you don't believe me, things are getting more expensive and people's pay is not going up. Perfect. That's proven. That is absolutely freaking proven. So what do you do about it?